Welcome to This Week in Blackboard. This week is Module 3. This is the week of February 4th. We're starting. It's Monday. I want you to come into lectures and look for Module 3. And you'll see the first step is This Week in Blackboard, which will be posted shortly. And then you'll see I have my PowerPoint as usual, and then the video, which is the PowerPoint associated with this lecture. I don't have any MP3 files this week, so if that's an issue for you, please let me know. But scroll down. Once you finish watching the lecture, there's one class exercise, which I just want you to read these two readings here that are here and come up with an idea. Tell us, is there an idea that you've garnered from this that you would do? Your readings that are due February 11th are posted here. I need you to read Chapter 3 and Chapter 4, and here's your homework. So homework, I need you to do your second lesson plan. I need you to give me a lesson plan that would help in motivating our students to read. So a program that gets them to read, a read aloud that encourages them somehow to read, a craft that gets them to read, or a collaboration with a teacher or a librarian that gets them to read. So what are you going to do that motivates children to read? I've given you the lesson plan template again. Do yourself a favor and save it as a template and then just save as from week to week. In order to submit this homework, you click on this link, and the directions are in here again, and down here is a Browse My Computer button, and that gives you the ability. I'm going to go back to submit. I'm going to go back to Module 3 by clicking at the top of the screen on the link that says Module 3. Alright, your second homework is a chart. So I want you to read this article, and then I want you to create a chart or a diagram that discusses the liturgy strategies listed in the article. There are 5. That's a little hint. This chart should have the title like vocabulary, the information summed up in one sentence, and the strategy in another. Then link to what pages in your text have similar information, and give me an example of how you would do this in a library. Here's some tips on how to do graphic organizers below, but if you'll notice, I attached an example, one that I did myself. So the strategy was vocabulary. From the article, it says children who lack good vocabularies will have problems reading. The strategy, active engagement of learning, was recommended in this article. In Chapter 1, page 18, they discussed vocabulary. They also happen to discuss it on page 31 in Chapter 2. I would play charades in the public library, have a night of charades for an hour, use the list of vocabulary based on their age and a grade below. So this was my activity that would improve vocabulary. So these 3 boxes here, one tells me what the problem is, one tells me the strategy from the article, the other tells me the strategy, the information from the text, and the last link tells me what I would do about it. Okay, so I'm going to close this out. I'm back in Blackboard. So that's your homework as well. Okay, so you have 1 discussion board and 2 homework assignments, and you need to watch the PowerPoint. Okay, thank you, and that is This Week in Blackboard, February 4th.